Hello Leo, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is new, so please subscribe and hit the bell button. Also like, comment, share, all of that would be very much appreciated. I always read my comments and I always reply. I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on twin flames based on my life. I've written 2 books in the series so far. The series is called Perception, The Two Yet One, Books 1 and 2. You can find links to purchase my books in the description box below. You can also find links to view trailers that I created for each of them that give hints to the story. You can also find links to view live videos from Facebook that I uploaded here. I'm reading book 1 aloud to my following on Facebook. We're having a lot of fun with that. I've read up to chapter 4. You can also find uploaded live videos from Facebook, links to that, me explaining my story, my mission, why I'm doing all of this, and I am also now offering personal readings. So if you would like one of those, the information for that is also in the description box. I'm getting great reviews. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you are attracted to it is when it's for you. This is the Celtic cross spread. I read it a little differently than other readers, so I will explain as I go. So, at the heart of everything for you at this time, Leo, you have divine balance. Okay? This is the card of Libra. This could have a lot to do with a Libra in your life. For those of you who are new to my channel, for me as a reader, when I get a major arcana card, it is indicative to me that this is an energy that is in your life because of your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the reason why you've incarnated as the person you are here on this planet, in this dimension, to learn the lessons that you are learning in order to raise the vibration of your soul. Okay, so it's kind of like destiny, okay, but and the minor arcana cards represent your free will as a being. And I believe that you have many choices, and yet your divine blueprint will still pop up for you in just about any of the choices that you choose. That's just the magic of life, okay? So right now, this is all about beginnings and endings. This is what balance is all about. Beginnings, ending, masculine, feminine, keeping everything in a balance. This is the sword of justice. This is sometimes called the justice card. There could be some sort of justice going on in your life. You could be involved in a court, something to do with court, or you could have just hired an attorney, something like that. Although I'm feeling like this has to do with your equilibrium, or very strongly with a Libra. Okay, so this is about the balance of your life itself, I'm feeling, and truth, very much about truth and justice. It is right side up, so that is a fully manifested energy. If it had been upside down, it wouldn't have a different meaning. What that would mean is that the energy of justice and balance was just now beginning to manifest into your life, which is coming into reality, basically. That's what manifestation means for those of you who do not know. Now, the energy that is directly affecting what is at the heart of everything for you right now, Leo, is your own energy, fire energy, wands, okay? But in particular, this is an Aries energy for some of you. And here we have your ruler, the sun, okay? And this is always read right side up. This is a 3. This can represent things like third parties, 3 people. But this also talks about applying your will and your energy towards a specific goal. This is teamwork, okay? This is teamwork that has all the energy required to get this thing moving. This is gusto. This is like a team just really working really hard together, okay? So that's what's going on with your balance right there. Now, at the root of everything, what we have is earth energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is a very Capricorn influence here. Now, this is a princess the Princess of Discs, and she is just now manifesting or isn't fully manifested, and she's the root of everything that's going on. This is conception. Okay, for some of you, this is pregnancy. This could represent that you're trying to get pregnant but haven't yet. For others of you, this could be your business, your teamwork, trying to get this off the ground, because that's what, when wands and discs are together, that's very much about career and money. Discs are sometimes called coins as well as pentacles. And also I'm being shown here that this divine balance is also, that's the yin and yang symbol right there. That's divine balance in the masculine and feminine energies. Okay, so this is the Ace of Discs. It is the divine seed to plant a new garden in your life, basically, as a pregnancy is a new seed that is planted. You see what I'm saying? So this could be like a new business, and it's not fully manifested. Okay, and like I said earlier, this could be a pregnancy that hasn't occurred just yet. It just depends on which Leo is watching this reading. Okay, so the next energy that we have is your own energy again. More Wands energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And this is the Queen of Wands. Okay, now the Queen of Wands is very powerful. If this is a person, this person is moving out of your life at this time. This is someone who is beautiful, powerful, confident. She knows what she's doing. She's mastered her passions. She's mastered her energy, where her energy goes. I mean, look at this card. Fast movers. This is a cheetah. I'm being shown the cheetah. She doesn't fool around. Okay, she knows how to nurture herself. She knows how to express herself. This is someone who is very sensual, beautiful. Her personality is beautiful. This is an inspirational person. This is someone who shows you that you should live your best life and live freely, openly, truthfully. Okay, I'm feeling a connection to this Justice card because I just said truthfully, living truthfully. Even though this is Wands energy, this could be a very powerful Libra. Very balanced. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of balance going on here in this reading. Okay, let's just keep going. These two cards, for me as a reader, are future cards. This is a more immediate future, whereas this is a future that will occur after this one. But, we're reading clockwise here, so we read this one first. And here we have more Wand energy and Sagittarius, particularly, again. We have Sagittarius here as well. Very strong Sagittarius influence. Now, in your not so immediate future, in your more distant future, this is the calm in the eye of the storm. This is the brief pause before onslaughts. This is the wounded warrior. This also represents our unstoppable will. See, this says strength, because this is when you've been in the battle for a while and you've got one last battle to go. That's why you're the wounded warrior. You've been wounded, but you muster your strength to get through the last battle. And here again, I have this balance between feminine and masculine. This is feminine and this is masculine. This is the sun. This is your ruler. Again, Leo. Okay, so we have Sagittarius, and we have Leo up here, and we have, so eventually, after this, you're going to get to this one last battle where you're going to have to muster all the rest of your strength to get through. And you may also very much feel like the wounded warrior at that point. Now, the next energy that we read is your more immediate future. If we could just get that to focus. There we go. And this is, in other decks, this is called Temperance. And you'll see that this is the Sagittarian influence again. This is one of my very favorite cards. It represents twin flames for me, okay? Because you can see that this angel here is mixing themselves. The two is becoming one. The two become one. And to me, that is balancing your masculine and feminine energies. Very much here in the yin and yang. Balancing the Libra influence we have here. We've got this balancing going on here. Okay, so this is very much about balancing your masculine and feminine. Okay, and because when a person does that, we're all our own twin flames. Of course, then there's other people that come into our life that we know are our twin flame counterpart, but each one is our own twin flame. We all have masculine and feminine energy. And when we know how to balance that, when we can integrate them both, we become this great being. And we create this beautiful rainbow energy in our aura called glory. That's when we become glorious. And this represents moderation. It's called Temperance in other decks. And it's when you know how to mix energies. You see that this figure is mixing fire and water. And this is the Holy Grail down here. This is the Ace of Cups. And then she has another cup. So this is the Two of Cups as well, which is this divine love. You know, you've got masculine and you've got feminine, or vice versa here. This is all about, the message is, do not use too little of anything or too much of anything. Just right. That is the alchemy of life. And when we do that, when we are able to balance, that is the grand alchemy of being in control of our energy, which creates this glory. Okay, and that's when we become a work of art in Spirit's eyes. You'll see that this energy is right side up, and so this will happen. You will have this divine balance of, or you know, this could be a Sagittarius in your life. There's a very strong Sagittarian influence here, but there's also a very strong balance message going on here. Okay, so the next energy that we read is your hopes. Now this is Cups, this is emotion, this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this is Scorpio in particular, and we do have a Mars influence. This is also the symbol for masculinity. Now this is not a fully manifested energy, this is still a possibility, this is your hopes. Okay, so this is the crying over spilled milk card. So it could be that, see, now here's the thing, this for a hope card, let me just take a moment here. Well, it'll come as I talk. In other decks, what you'll see is a figure sitting there crying, sitting or standing, crying over these three cups that have spilled over, and doesn't really recognize the Two of Cups that are left. And like I was just saying about the Two of Cups, that is a divine love. Okay, so often in life what we do is we mourn something that no longer is, without really I mean, when all we have to do is turn around and see what we have left and realize that's the best part. Okay, so as a hope card, it could be that you're hoping for all this other stuff to get out of your life and just be over with, so that you can be left with your divine love. There you go. And I think that it has to do with your masculine energy, or perhaps Mars is in retrograde right now. I believe that'll be over November 13th. I'm not sure, but But yeah, that's what I'm getting. There's something that you are probably hoping is going to, you might even be on the verge of hoping that something will be over with so you can have your divine love. Okay? Because this is not fully manifested. You may be beginning to hope this. Now, your environment card is a major arcana card. This is the Hierophant. He represents a teacher, a divine teacher, but he can also represent something like true commitment, like marriage. Now you'll see that he is upside down. This is also a Taurus. This could be a Taurus in your life. He is not fully manifested. Now, the Hierophant is his counterpart is the High Priestess. So she knows, she's very wise, and it's through her intuition. It's through her simply knowing, through her third eye, through her instinct, her intuition. Whereas the Hierophant he is wise because he's a scholar, because he has learned a great deal about human life, the mysteries. In other decks, he's represented by the Pope. He can also be, he can be somebody like Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Star Wars movies, or Dumbledore from the Harry Potter, just to give you, an idea of what kind of wise person this is. He's a mage. He is an authority in esoterics, in deep wisdom, okay? Or, this could be a Taurus in your life, but it's being represented by a major arcana card because this is supposed to happen in your life, okay? This is part of your divine blueprint. It could be that this teacher or Taurus is not fully manifested in your life, but is coming in, or it's not meant to manifest fully in your life. Okay, so the next energy that we read is your fear card. And this is sword energy, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. In this particular card, there's Aquarius, and we have Mercury up there, who is also wisdom. He's Mercury, or Hermes, or Thoth, is very much the Hierophant. Okay. Now, this, I'm hearing moving on. A lot of the times, I'll explain this card as what it is. In this deck, it's called Science because it represents a mental journey where you ask a question, you get the answer, but it just gives you more questions, and so you keep going. And that is basically what science is, okay? But in other decks, it's a figure on a boat with the swords in the bow of the boat, and they're moving on. They're moving on from choppy waters to calmer waters. So I don't think that I don't think that this is you being afraid of having to ask a bunch of questions. Of course, it could be one or two of you that is afraid of having to go on some sort of investigation to find out something. But I feel like for most of you, you're afraid of having to move on from something. 6 is the number of love too, so that might have something to do with love. Now, your outcome is you. Okay, this is your ruler. Your ruler is manifesting for you. Okay, it is not completely manifested yet. I'm sure there's some steps for you to go through here, It could be that this Taurus does manifest into your life and you're happy. It could be that this ending of these 3 cups finally does come. You grieve or mourn for it and you move on and you're happy. Okay? So this is your ruler. And also this is the happiest card in the deck, Leo. Whenever this card shows up in a reading, it takes anything negative that could be felt as negative in this reading and makes it not so bad. Okay, so anything that you got out of here, like, if you are trying to get pregnant and you're not, you're going to be happy. I think that you will be, okay? If you're trying to, if you have this business and you're putting all your gusto into it and it's still not really getting off the ground, it's eventually going to get there. Even if you have to take a different route, you're eventually going to be happy. Everything's going to work out. Okay, and you will totally be in your element. This is your card. So this is real. I just love it when the sun comes out, when the sun is in a reading. So that's really beautiful, Leo. You're going to be really happy. And so the energy that we have at the bottom of the deck, an underlying energy here, is a new beginning. The Fool. Okay. Now look at all, he's bringing all his abundance, so I'm thinking there's going to be some sort of new beginning. If this is a business and it's not really getting off the ground or something, it could be that you just need to start another one. It could be that, yeah, you want these 3 cups to turn over so that you can just start again. Okay? So this is a leap of faith as well, a leap of faith in spirit. Okay? It's got all the elements here. It's very alchemic, just like, alchemical? Just like here, okay? The 0 is very feminine, okay? The sun is very masculine, all right? So work on your feminine and masculine energies being in balance, and I believe everything's going to work out for you. Now what's under here? You're going to have maybe a little stagnation there for a minute, but once you take a deep dive into your emotions, you'll get a handle on yourself better. Yeah, you're going to reflect. Wow, that's the first time I've ever seen the Princess of Cups and the Queen of Cups. These are both upside down, so they're both manifesting for you. This is reflecting on your emotions. There's many times we have to reflect on our emotions, what brings us happiness, okay? So you are definitely going to do that. Then that will bring a tremendous change, but a good one. And then you also, wow, here's another queen, the Queen of Swords. She's the master of her mind. You're going to cut away ways of thinking. You're going to cut away the old, outdated, masculine ideas that you don't need anymore. And you're just going to feel really relaxed, okay? You're going to drop something that's hecka bugging you. And you're just going to have a beautiful family life and wealth and abundance, what you are meant to have. So wow, this is a pretty darn good reading here, Leo. I see that you've got some really positive things in the future after a bit of adjustment. Yes, after a little adjustment, everything is going to work out beautifully. How much control do you have over this situation? I gauge by the number of major arcana cards to minor arcana cards. Like I said, because the major arcana represents a type of destiny, your divine blueprint, things that are supposed to happen, whereas the minor arcana represent your free will. So your major arcana cards, you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, 4 out of 10 cards means that almost half of this is your divine blueprint, hard at work. Your destiny, hard at work. Okay? And one of them is your happiness. You're supposed to be happy, so that's awesome. You're supposed to be balanced. You're balancing, okay? That's going to be awesome. And it could be that this Taurus or this teacher or possibly something like even a marriage or, you know, that is part of your divine blueprint as well. All right, Leo, this was a great reading. I hope it resonated with you. That's what I have for you at this time. See you next time.